And how was Le Mans?
Quite acceptable.
I think quite good, because we won together against strong competition.
Very strong competition. How are the cars to drive?
Fast, reliable, and obviously very, very special in terms of the power, in terms of the torque. And Le Mans is always very fast, especially at night. This year there was a lot of rain coming as well. And what we mentioned earlier is also that the Audi A10 TDI has very low noise level, and that means from quite low speed, you don't hear the engine very much, and when you come up around 150 miles per hour, you only hear the wind noises and the aerodynamics.
So that actually lowers your stress down, right? Because you're not fighting the noise all the time.
Yeah, it certainly does. It makes everything more quiet, and it also makes the stress less. Not the physical, because the physical with the G-forces and the braking and stuff like this is still there.
The G-forces that you encounter.
That is actually more with the car, because it has very good downforce on top of that. So very interesting and very nice to drive. Probably the best and most efficient race car that I or we ever drove.
And how is it having so much torque in comparison to a normal gas engine? I mean, in this car, you put your foot down on it and it's all there, right? So coming out of a corner, you don't have to wind it out as much. You have the torque that's flood on.
At the end, you're trying to go around the circuit as fast as possible, so you put the throttle down as much as you can. And we certainly had to adapt our style a little bit to the extra torque that we had over the regular gas engine. And we have to remember the R8 with the direct injection FSI was already very, very good throttle response. But suddenly you've got this massive kick in the back when you come out of the corner, and it really pushes you along that you just can't imagine going back to a gas engine car again in that rate.
Has it changed your braking techniques that you've had? Been able to have so much torque available to brake later, come out real quick?
No, you can't brake later
because we have less engine braking power compare the petrol engine, and also about acceleration, because the torque, we have to play a little bit more with the throttle to avoid wheel spin, which make the rear tire dropping quickly, quickly compare the R8, for example, and that's why we had to change a little bit our driving style.
And so this last American Le Mans series in Laguna Seca, there was no mechanical problems, right? The cars performed faithfully, and
we haven't had any mechanical problems in the lifetime of the R10. In reality, it's been an extremely reliable car. We take Le Mans. It's a 24-hour race. We did about nearly 4,000 miles during the race in one day. All we did was refuel it with diesel and put new tyres onto it. We didn't change rotors, we didn't change gearbox internals, we didn't change anything on the car, just diesel and tyres. So reliability for a 4-hour race at Laguna, and to be honest, that's a walk in the park.
That's a walk in the park.
And the first race the car ever did, we won this in Sebring in 2006, the 12-hour race.
Right.
And to win the first time out and still in a 3-year program, still be the dominant factor, that is something which is very unique in racing today, that you already 3 years ago have designed a car which still can win.
Still competitive.
Still competitive and still winning races on the top level. That's something which is really, really unique.
And what do you think about Peugeot's entry? What was the story behind Peugeot? Did you have confidence that it was going to be victory anyway, even given the valiant effort by the French team? Or?
From my point of view, we had a lot of confidence in what we were able to achieve, but for sure there was everyone the favorite. They were clearly the favorite this year, but we believed and we wanted to do the very best we could with what we had. And I think we were there, not only on the technical side, believed in the reliability. We also trusted very much in our team and in the way the mechanics and everyone gelled, in the way the decisions we made during the race really made a human factor too, not only a technical factor. And that's a sense everyone can very be proud of that victory. But for sure, I would say you didn't have to answer that because everyone thought that Persia would win it. So we never had to answer this before, which irritated us a little bit because everyone thought and made ready that we would lose. And in that sense, I think we are extra proud of this victory because it's done in such a unique way.
What do you see in the future for Audi racing?
There, I think you should ask our younger teammate, Mr. Capello, because
I know everything about the future. I'm
You have your crystal ball.
you say,
What?
with the
Balls.
the balls. Yeah.
Audi is never sleeping, and for sure a 3-year program is now brought to an end, but they are already having something up their sleeves. And Le Mans is a unique race, and the sports car will make sure that there will, at one time, there will come a successor. We hope it will come next year. And the drivers are here, not the technicians. They are working at home in Ingolstadt in Germany. So obviously we are very excited to see what they will come up with. But
Is Dr. Ulrich here at?
He's in Laguna Seca.
He's looking at, they're doing their victory dinner on the beach or something tonight, right?
No, but there is a banquet.
Banquet.
Yeah, and then he is there.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. I really appreciate it. Thank you. This is really exciting. Thanks again.